Hey, what's up, y'all? Classic Kev back with another episode. Honestly, probably the most important episode yet. All right, y'all. So I just jumped off of Twitter Spaces. I've been talking a lot of crypto with people, and one thing I'm noticing is a lot of people have different opinions on how these markets actually move and why, perhaps like I'm investing in some of the cryptos that I'm investing in, and maybe like before we go too much further in these markets, because you're seeing a pullback right now. So we really got some big decisions we have to make. And again, not financial advice, of course. So first, understand, like, this is my opinion on how these markets move. Now, I'm pretty certain it's a fact, right? Because I wouldn't have put literally all my money into it, okay? So this is how these markets move, all right? So take Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin's everything, right? So when you see Bitcoin go up, the alt markets underneath it, Bitcoin has a great day, the alt markets are usually going to have a great day or a great week, or see positive price momentum, right? Like, you're never going to see a situation where Bitcoin's down 30% and altcoins aren't, down 80%, right? So there's correlation to these markets. So if you have to ask yourself, well, why is there correlation? Because money flows down. So the big money is going to go into the safest asset, the most adopted asset, the asset with the least amount of risk. These markets are still controlled by big money. It is not, the retail ain't moving these markets. I think, so whatever the sentiment is about a project, that really doesn't matter, right? All that really matters is where the big money's going. Now imagine any of the problems projects have, like say like Solana, for example, and the problems Solana has had with the hacks and the DDoS attacks. Like, let me explain to you that these projects are still in beta. And these smaller layer ones and even these layer twos, as they grow in mainstream adoption and user base, they are going to have these problems, right? They just haven't, so because they're problem free right now, that's not always the case. They're going to run into different problems, guys. This is software. Right? Software has bugs. Software has exploits. So what I ask myself as an investor is, where is the most institutional money going? Where are the best programmers going? Where are the best minds in crypto? You're seeing a mass exodus in big tech into crypto. Where are the best minds going? Well, the best minds and the best money is going to the projects with the largest market caps, the Ethereums. So in theory, they can fix these problems, right? Now, while they're fixing these problems, they're going to lose market share. A Solana or an Ethereum is going to lose market share to Terra Luna, right? To these smaller projects. So understand that, what my strategy is, I'm not married to any project, guys. I see, the hacks on Solana, and I don't have a computer science or computer programming background, but I'm pretty aware that there's glitches in programs, right? I'm pretty aware that, if you look at a video game, right, if you look at the first Grand Theft Auto and look at the most modern Grand Theft Auto, look at the first Call of Duty, right? Look at the first Windows, right? This is software. It can be fixed. There's no patents on this technology. It can be fixed. So if it can be fixed, it's going to take time, yes. And the larger the market cap of a project, the harder it is to move. So right now, as investors, like this short-term price action, we really have to remember that, right? So we have to really, guys, if you want a simple way, if you can't read a chart, if you don't understand, what the RSI and stuff is, because guys, I'll be honest with you, I'm not a TA guy. I'm not going to go, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't wake up and read charts. I talk to people that read charts, right? My friend circle is people that read charts. I watch a guy or two. And again, I'm nothing against technical analysis. Like, that should be that is the foundation, right? That should be the foundation. Now, what I understand, the little I understand about computer programming is that the problem blockchains are trying to solve is the blockchain trilemma, right? Where there's three things you want in a project. You want speed, scalability, and security, right? And you can, as of right now, as an investor, you can only pick two. No project has all three, except for Kadena, right? And I don't know. Again, guys, I don't want to get into the computer programming side of it because I don't really fully understand. But apparently, Kadena is aiming to solve the blockchain trilemma, right? So, and this isn't a shill for Kadena, guys. I never even invested in it yet. But I'm really like, it's one of them things, like I have so much money in that it's hard for me to, put more in, and with the uncertainty of this market, with basically the macro of, and people don't want to talk politics, but like if you look at the macro, what's going on in the world, it does play a role. Now, there's some that would say that what's going on in the world is amplified to get you out of your positions, right? If CNN's talking about war, Russia and war, Ukraine, and it ends up being a nothing burger, well, made a bunch of people sell to crypto, didn't they? So it's crazy to think of it that way. So anyway, y'all, I just wanted to make this video. And by the way, I was completely wrong with my Super Bowl. I thought crypto was going to pump. Guess we got rug pulled. So I was completely wrong on that prediction. And I did expect to see a Bored Ape Yacht Club, a Bored Ape Yacht Club plug. We seen no Bored Ape Yacht Club plug. That was kind of shocking to me, right? I'm assuming maybe is the Bored Ape Yacht Club full? Maybe they didn't want members. I don't know. That was one I kind of got running through my mind. But yeah, y'all, as far as making money in crypto, I'm gonna make the money. I'm gonna give the money to people who can fix problems, right? So yes, my number one goal is to make money. To make money, I got to understand how the markets move on a macro level, not necessarily a micro level, right? So my job as an investor isn't to pick the perfect project with all the right fundamentals, right? That's not my job. My job's to make money. Now, along the way, you're going to network, right? You're going to network. You're going to know, it's kind of like, think about it at your job, right? Think about where you work. You know who's a winner and who's a loser, right? You know who's working their way up in the company, right? And if you're a good worker, you usually want to stick around with them. Is that correct, right? So I'm identifying who the winners are, who the big players are in this industry, right? So I'm making personal relationships with people like Ellie Gonzalez, right? I'm making personal relationships with Darren Fry, with the Chillin' Chameleons, and Peter with the Coalition crew. I'm surrounding myself with successful people, right? Because, these kind of people can change the world. These kind of people do have experience and influence to change the world. So I'd rather make my money off of software and invest my money into people. And the way I invest my money into people is through NFT projects, right? So, because at the end of the day, guys, some of these NFT projects, these are becoming my friends. These people are becoming my legit, we're friends. We're talking on Twitter Spaces. We're calling each other. We're, mainly talking crypto, but, talk about, life, and it's just kind of happening, right? So I would rather invest in a person because I feel like I can relate to a person more than I can a piece of software, right? So I don't know why some of y'all are so married to a project, and that's why on this channel, I don't really shit on any project because, for me to shit on a project, especially if I'm not holding it, I'm not married to it. So, you know what I'm saying? If I can make money on it, I'm interested in it, but again, so if you know how, but with that logic, guys, meme coins can pump, right? Meme coins can mega pump, but to me, that's more of a lottery ticket. I think any of the meme coins, and they shout out if you made money in the meme coins, hey man, It don't matter how you get it, bro. Like, as long as you get it. If you made money, on Litecoin or whatever, hey man, happy for you. Keep making that money. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get greedy. I think we all kind of get greedy at times and forget to really, like, what we're in this for, to take profits. But, going forward, for me, I'm not really trying to overthink those guys. When we hit all-time highs, I'm going to aggressively take profits, right? I'm not going to take profits right now, but when we hit all-time highs, so if we have pullback, so like say for Solana, for example, and guys, again, my investment strategies are always subject to change. I've seen a quote, like, one of the marks of a great investor is to be able to change your mind, right? And the way I've always viewed my thesis of, like, think of like a sailboat, right? You get in a sailboat, you're just kind of going in a direction that, with the information you had, is the right direction, right? But as the winds pick up, you gotta adjust the sail a little bit. Hey, you're still going to the same destination, right? So, my destination is just the same, but, like, again, for example, for Solana, when it gets to the all-time high I anticipate it's gonna be, I'll probably sell half of the bag, right? Then in 2 to 3 weeks, maybe a month, might sell 10%, might sell 10%. But the thing is, once I'm taking that 50 to 60%, my initial investment out, maybe even up to 70%, just depending on depending when we get to that all-time high, what's going on in the markets, right? Well, when I take out that large sum of money and I'm just playing with house money at that point, I'm going to pour that house money into these micro caps, right? I'm going to take the time to identify solid blue chip gaming projects. I'm going to take the time because, you know what? Now, through this experience, I'm meeting a lot of people, right? You know how many doors I've knocked on with NFT projects? You know how many NFT project people I'm in their DMs right now? You don't think I'm taking notes up here? Will I miss some of my NFTs? Will they miss some of my cryptos? Will they miss? Absolutely. Starting to get it? Absolutely, right? There's no emotion. I'm not married to anything. I'm coming in and we're doing what we're here for. And again, guys, if you want to change the world, I applaud you. Get in touch with me. I will fund you. I don't know how to change the world. I'm not that smart. But again, I hang out with people that do. And I'm using NFTs, because people understand good business people will win in the long run, right? So if you identify a project like the Coalition Crew or the Chillin' Chameleons now, we will see where they go. That's nothing in life is guaranteed. I accept that, right? I understand that I could be wrong on Dogecoin. I accept all possibilities. And when you accept all possibilities and you take emotion out of it, you become a pretty damn good trader. Now, I know it's hard. It's hard to take emotion out of it. I think I've seen a study once. It was like they said they did they used the analytics of Fidelity, and it showed like what traders made the most money. It was all the people that died, that just had empty, like, ghost accounts, and they were the best traders. Because sometimes the best strategy is to fucking do nothing, right? Sometimes the best strategy is to do nothing. Something to think about. Again, guys, stop relying on YouTubers to get you rich, and get in the mud and do this shit yourself, right? Learn. I'm learning as I go. Do I think I'm pretty on point? I think so, right? Because a lot of the theses I'm making, I'm noticing big money make the same, choices, right? Now, I'm not exactly going to... Listen, guys, investing heavily in Ethereum. Crypto's speculative, but in the bubble of crypto, investing a bunch of money in Ethereum is not that like, oh, man, you're so smart. At this point, it's pretty common knowledge how big the shit's going to be, right? That's maybe not what we need to focus on. And we don't need to focus on arguing with closed-minded people that crypto is not the future. Like, if anyone wants to think that, hey, encourage them, and if, as long as they're willing to have civil discourse, if you want to do it, open their mind, explain it to them. But we need to focus on how markets move, right? That's where you get rich. When you get rich, I hope you do good stuff with your money. I hope you donate to charity. I hope you use the money to become a better person or to invest in better projects. And now you have the time, right? Because time's your most valuable resource. Anyway, y'all, I'm rambling. I'm Classic Kev. Y'all have a great night. I'm out. Peace.